As far as Michael Foley, Sergio in or out? You've got to take the Sergio pick with a pinch of salt. You always know that there's a chance that he is going to be dropped by Pep. Jesus is a viable option for them. So unless they go to a 3-5-2, which would be very interesting if they did do that against Huddersfield, it's always going to be a worry about rotation there. I still think Sergio Aguero probably is going to start and then maybe get subbed off again. I just feel like Gabriel Jesus, there's no point in rushing him back in this early in the season, so I don't think Pep's going to do that. So I think Sergio will still start. As far as captaincy armband, because of that slight risk of rotation, I'm probably not going to put the captaincy armband on Sergio. For me, there's only really two options. I've seen polls which have the likes of Harry Kane, Benjamin Mendy. Who's the other one that I saw? Sadio Mane as well, who I don't have, so he's not an option for me, neither is Kane. But for me, it's still going to be Salah. This early in the season, I'm going to stick with Salah, the player with the high ownership. I'm going to stick him as my captain with the captaincy armband, and then hope he has a blinder against Palace. Now, Mane may very well come in game week 3. If he does, then the problem I have with having Mane is you're then going to wonder, do I put Salah as captain or do I put Mane as captain? And then if you get the wrong choice, you're just going to hate yourself a little bit inside. But for me, I always wanted to start the season like trying to cover my bases. Sadio Mane almost got in just because Liverpool's start, and I just thought Liverpool have such a good start. He's had a good pre-season. But for me, Salah is the captaincy choice for the foreseeable future. I'm putting £13 million of my budget on him, so I'm going to put the captain's armband on him. I'm having faith that he's going to have a good season, and I'm having faith he's going to come in with some braces, maybe even some hat-tricks. So for me, Mohamed Salah is my choice. But as far as Sergio goes, I think he will still start in game week 2. Should I keep Leroy Sané from Jed Rowlands? I would say wait for game week 2. See if Sané starts in game week 2. If not, you've then got 2 transfers, if you've not already used your transfer, to try and figure out after 2 game weeks who is the Man City option that is nailed on. I have a gut feeling, as Philip Ahern has just joined the flock. Thank you so much for that. I've got a feeling that Mahrez, having been brought in, is now one of the favourites of Pep. I think Raheem Sterling has actually worked his way up to being one of Pep's favourites as well. I think Sané may have been brought in because Pep didn't think Sterling could do a job, but Sterling's proven him wrong, and now he likes Sterling. So I kind of worry that Sterling and Mahrez could be the favoured out wide options if they play a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1. You've then got the possibility of 3-5-2, which I think would really hurt the wide players' chances as well. I would just wait and see if he starts in game week 2. If he starts in game week 2, and then you get some more news from Pep. But, I mean, it's not looking good for Leroy. Pep's not said great things about him. And then again, he didn't say great things about Mendy necessarily as well, as James Sweeney has joined the flock as well. My computer is not notifying me when you guys are subscribing, which is a bit annoying. So, yeah, it's not looking good for Sané, but I would wait one more game week. Will KDB play? I feel like KDB may get rested and come on as a sub for 2 game weeks. And the reason I'm thinking this is because Mahrez did a great job over the weekend. Bernardo Silva did a great job over the weekend. They have Sané. Gundogan and Fernandinho, they did well as well. So do they really need to rush KDB back? Don't get me wrong, I think KDB is the linchpin, the main player that Pep builds the side around. I think he's going to be the most nailed on option throughout the season. But is it worth bringing him back early and he gets an injury, especially against Huddersfield? So I feel like Silva may start. And I'm hoping when KDB does come in, he takes Gundogan's slot, because I think Silva's looked very, very good and sharp at the beginning of the season. But I don't think KDB will necessarily start game week 2. If it had maybe been a tougher fixture, maybe KDB would have been brought in, but they managed to beat Arsenal without KDB. So I don't see the reason to rush Kevin De Bruyne back into the starting 11. We have an opinion on Manchester City's starting 11. I think it's an opinion anyway. Hassan says Sane, Sterling, KDB, Bernardo Silva starting 11. I just don't see Mahrez being brought for that much money and not at least being in contention for a starting.